Welcome viewers, Squad Father 343 here. Welcome to our Squad Father kitchen. Today I'm going to make Brooklyn Sicilian pizza. Alright, it goes way back to the neighborhood where these guys, I won't say their names, but they had some pie, forget about it. They still have it now, but not as good as it was years ago. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to make it at home and get very close, if not better, than what they were serving. First you need some things. First thing you're going to need is a good pan. These pans you can pick up at Walmart or Target. They're heavy gauge. They're about 10 by 17 inches or 10 by 15 depending on the size, give or take. But it's got at least a 3/4 of an inch depth. That's important to make a nice thick crust. Next thing you're going to need is dough. You can make your own dough, but I recommend if it's not broke, don't fix it. Go to the store, pick it up either at a supermarket or a pizza joint that makes good dough. Get it from them, bring it home, and you make it up. Especially you guys in the firehouse, you got no time to make dough. You're out there running calls, breaking your ass out there. Go pick it up at the store. Publix has it in South Florida. Okay. Then you're going to need good mozzarella. Alright, if you can't get the grande mozzarella supreme, you get boar's head mozzarella, slice it maybe an 1/8 of an inch, a little bit more, and you'll need about 8 slices to 9 slices per pizza. To mention the dough again, you're going to need about 2.5 pounds for each pan. 2.5 pounds after you knead it, spread it, and let it proof a little bit, which I'll explain later, and then you'll be in good shape. Most important ingredient, your tomatoes. Now don't go out and get the Fugazi San Marzano tomatoes. You got to get San Marzano DOP. That means they're from the actual San Marzano, not the region of. And it's very important. DOP. It's got to be stamped on the side. Alright, don't get the Fugazis, get the good stuff. Very important. But your gravy's going to come out like, forget about it. Need a little rolling pin. You won't use it much, just in the beginning, just to get your shape. A little bit of flour and some extra virgin olive oil. Very important. To start off, what you're going to do is you're going to put some olive oil in that pan. Spread it nice and evenly. Coat it up really good. Put it in both your pans. Do the oil once around. A little less turns. Once your olive oil is in the pan, you let it set to the side. Now the next step is important. It's going to be a dough. You got to get it some sort of shape. So you're going to be doing rectangles. So I'm going to put a little flour on there so it doesn't get stuck to my granite tops here. Then I'm going to try and shape it. Before I shape it, I want to roll it out a little bit. I want to get my rectangular going. I'm not going to bore you and let you watch me roll and knead. It doesn't take long. Once you get the shape, the rest is easy. Remember, we're not going round, we're going rectangle. Let it hang a little bit. We'll roll one more time, get me a little bit more length. Need that length, you know, a little girth, you need that length. Always helps. Okay, see we're getting a little shape here. Now we're going to let it hang a little more, there we go. Knead it down with your fingers, do it again, flip it over. This guy is going right on the pan. So we're going to shape it as we get along. Now once you put it on the pan, make sure you move it around, dip it up both sides, get that oil all over going. It's going to slip and slide in the beginning, but I guarantee you once it starts to proof meaning once you let it sit, it proofs, it expands. Alright? I'm only going to do one right now, then I'm going to show you the other one. We're doing both together. But I'm not going to bore you with all that. Alright, enough said. I'm going to let this sit for a while. I'm going to clean my hands off, then I'm going to go to the next step. As you can see, after the first 20 minutes you let it proof, it started to grow a lot better now. So we're going to shape it up a little bit more and help it along the way. Like I said, every 20 minutes to a half hour, you let it proof. I like taking my time with it. Give yourself a couple hours. Proof it right. Make sure it settles out. And use your fingers. Don't be afraid to lift it up. Stretch it a little bit. As you can see, it started to elongate. And they're both going to be a perfect fit by the time we throw these bad boys in the oven. Alright, we're going to let these proof a little bit more and then we'll be back at you. Alright guys, pretty much we're almost there now. Pretty much proofed within the last hour and a half. Now we're going to get ready to make this bad boy. We're going to put little creases on the edges there so we don't get a little overfill when we place it in the oven. Got that oven preheating, 450, 475, depending on the pans you use. These are rated up to 475, so we're good. I'd say about 450, 475, whatever works on your oven. You know, you got to make it a couple times and check it out. And get those corners up. Yeah. First we're going to do is we're going to put the mozzarella on. Alright, we're going to put that in the squares. Nice, center them up. Takes about 8 slices on this pan. 8 slices on a 10 by 15 inch pan. Remember, on Sicilian pie we put the cheese on first. Always put the cheese on first on the Sicilian pie. Spread it out nice. And we put a few shots in the middle. Nice and easy. Alright, let's get this other bad boy working up. Alright, almost there. More slices. Couple in the middle. And bam, we're done. Alright, once the cheese is on, what happens when the mozzarella melts, it melts into the dough. It's nice. Not like a regular pie where they put the gravy on first. Alright, so we got this all set up. We're ready to put the gravy on. Remember, the San Marzano tomatoes, none of that bogus make-believe from the region out. Mazzo, forget about it. Alright, work that gravy on. Then we're gonna spread it around. Now you want to get it about a ½ inch from the end. One on your borders. You don't want to overfill because you wind up getting it all over your oven. You just leave maybe a ½ inch border all the way around. Nice and nice. Boy, that gravy smells delicious. I'm ready to like jump on it now. Forget about cooking it. You don't need a lot of gravy, but you need plenty to cover the bases, eh? Just don't want that overfill in your oven. Anyway, you got plenty of room. Cover that. Nice, beautiful. Alright, the next thing you do is grated cheese. Pecorino Romano, Locatelli, nothing else. You'll get that garbage out there. Spread it on. Don't be cheap. Give it a good drizzle. Even put it on the edges there where you got no gravy. Fucking hey man, this is it, baby. I'm making these 2 special pies today. I'm going down the beach once a month. A couple of the guys that I know from the job, fire department. Some retired, some still on the job. Good guys. We get together once a month and we have what they call a beach smoke. We call it the 343 beach smoke. 343 represented the amount of firefighters that were murdered on September 11th. And I'm going to dedicate these 2 pies to those guys. And to the guys that have been killed after 9/11 due to the diseases and everything else that happened from working down there in the pit on a daily basis, recovering. And a special shout out to all those guys that stepped up to the plate and joined the armed forces or were in the service, who made the sacrifice. Special shout goes out to those special forces guys, Navy SEALs, Green Berets, Delta Force, Rangers. You know who they are. Those are the guys stuck their neck out. Lost a lot of members there too as well. And it's unfortunate. I don't watch too much TV anymore, but I tell you what, there's a show on the internet called SOF, SOFREP. I'll put it on the screen for you. I'll also put it in the description. SOFREP.com. Started up by with a retired Navy SEAL, Brandon Webb, and an ex-Army Ranger, Green Beret, Jack Murphy, if I'm not mistaken. These guys tell it like it is, no holds barred. Check it out. Guarantee you won't watch TV no more. You can listen to their podcasts. You can get their podcasts on iTunes. Great bunch of guys, and you hear it right from the horse's mouth. And there's no bullshit going on there. They tell the truth. Not this bullshit political garbage. They are the real deal. Special shout goes out to those guys, because they tell the truth. Alright, finishing up this other pie here. Got the oven preheated. I'm going to throw these bad boys in the oven. And once that's done, I'll get back up with you, show you how we slice these bad boys up. Until then, I'll see you in a few minutes. Oh, one more thing. Make sure you drizzle the oil on top. Alright, look at these bad boys. Hot tamales. Look at that. Huh? Forget about it. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to transfer them over to the cutting board. Slice them up, put them back on there so I can keep them warm for the guys. These pans are great, non-stick. Once they've been sitting a couple of minutes, just prep them up, and then you can cut them up. These bad boys are beautiful. These will last about 3 minutes once the animals get at them. Shooting down some tequila shots, doing some brewskis. A couple of the other guys with the heavy booze. But it's a perfect night on the beach, about 70 degrees. We're gonna mangiare tonight. I'll cut them, give it a little, in case somebody wants a smaller piece. Doubt it. Unreal. So anyway, that's about it. I don't want to tie up any more of your time. Brooklyn style Sicilian pie, San Marzano tomatoes. You got it all. Till next time, Squad Fighter 343 signing off. Remember to subscribe if you like, and don't forget those heroes. Those guys that sacrificed their lives for us. 9/11, post 9/11, armed services, and don't forget SOFREP, SOFREP.com. Great site, podcasts, you name it. Those guys don't lie, they tell the truth. Enjoy, be safe.